Hey, Ferventiers. Joe here with another teaching in our For the Kingdom series. Today I want us to talk about one question that's really actually two questions, but it's a question I hear often, not just from students, but from people of all ages. And it's the question of, where is the kingdom of God and what is it exactly? And I think that's a fair question because in one sense, when we hear the word kingdom, we think of like a place, a specific place where there's a king ruling over it. So you can pull up a map and you can find Spain and you can find Morocco. You can find all these different countries or, in the old days, they'd be kingdoms. But you can't do that with the kingdom of God. There's no Christian land on any map. So where is the kingdom of God exactly? Well, when we talk about Jesus and his kingdom, we have to understand that it's here, but it's not fully here. And so there's kind of two sides to it. The not fully here part, Jesus' kingdom will fully come when Jesus returns. And when Jesus returns, he will judge the whole earth and every person in it, bringing justice and what's right to the whole earth. And so one day, the whole world will be Jesus's kingdom, and it'll be beautiful, it'll be whole, it'll be good forever and ever. So one day Jesus' kingdom will fully be here, but what about the meantime? You see, it's important for us to understand the gospel writers really emphasize this, and Jesus emphasized it himself. He said, the kingdom of God, when Jesus arrived on the scene, it's here now. It's begun now. So the kingdom of God, while we're waiting for its fullness, fulfillment one day, it is here now. But again, where? What does it look like? It's important for us to remember that the kingdom of God right now is wherever there's an individual or a community of believers, when they come together, when they give their allegiance, their trust, their hope, their obedience to King Jesus, that's where the kingdom of God is. So our church is a part of Jesus's larger kingdom. Our youth group of Fervent is a part of Jesus' larger kingdom. Your family, if your family is giving your allegiance to Jesus and try to do the kingdom work that he has for us, that is where the kingdom of God is. And so when we think of it in that way, I think it becomes really cool when we ask, well, what exactly is the kingdom of God? What does it look like in our world today? It looks like Christians doing the kingdom work and living the kind of kingdom lives that Jesus calls us to live. It looks like, in specific situations, it looks like living out forgiveness when it would be easier to be bitter, to forgive instead of being bitter. It looks like offering selfless love when it would be easier just to ignore that person or not care for them. It looks like living out the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. It looks like bringing truth and grace to every situation. Wherever we're at, whatever we are doing, we have the opportunity to represent King Jesus in what we say and what we do. One other thought for us is a question that I heard recently that I've been thinking about a lot, and it's this question: what kind of world will Jesus return to? What kind of world will Jesus return to? Now, we know that it takes Jesus. Only Jesus, when he returns, can fully heal and redeem the world and make it to be the way that God created it to be. But does that mean for us Christians in the meantime, we just kind of sit around and kick back and just wait it out? No, I think that we have kingdom work to do. And what I mean specifically by that is God is calling his people. He's calling us to begin the process of the healing and wholeness of the world. And we do that, again, wherever we're at, whether it's our schools or our places of work or our homes or even our societies as a whole. our hospitals, all of the things in front of us, we can be a part of bringing God's beauty and wholeness to those places when we proclaim that Jesus is King. He's the one true Lord that's worthy of our trust and our hope, and He's the only one who can save us, but then living out those kingdom things that I talked about earlier. So I want you to consider in the days ahead, how am I helping get the world ready? How am I moving my small slice in the world towards Jesus' kingdom? And am I helping the world be a place that's ready and already moving towards the things that Jesus has for it forever and ever? I love you guys. I'm continuing to pray for you. We started some text-based small groups, and I texted many of you, but if you didn't get that text or didn't get a respond yet, make sure to get a hold of me, and we want to make sure that you're connected in that way. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.